basically follow the Fed. It sounds to me like we're using the discount window here to be able to do this. We've got a letter from the Fed as well. Just reading out some of these headlines here. Senior U.S. Treasury saying,
hi, Teaserking failing. 1 second.
After the Silicon Valley Bank received the recommendation from the FDIC and Fed, and after consulting with Biden, senior Treasury officials say Yellen and other officials continue monitoring the situation.
Okay. So we've all heard Silicon Valley. Then I was concerned about bank runs happening tomorrow because it's supposed to be a Friday night, and then Monday all the shit hits the fan. But I was just listening where they're going to bail them out. Again, you fuck up, you do bad things, you don't know what the fuck you're doing, so we'll bail you out. So I got to get into the banking business and get bailed out when I just, I'm gonna bet. I'll play poker and bet football, and if I lose, I'll get bailed out. What a dreamy thing. So please go to your now my online Fifth Third account didn't work. However, I called and I got the automated, my bank balance is correct. Then I went on fifththird.com without the what do you call it? And so just on the internet, fifththird.com, and that I was able to get in, and that I was able to look at my balance. So for some reason, the app isn't working, and I've had problems with the app before, but on fifththird.com internet, I'm fine. So I was able to get in with no problem. I got 8:20 here. I don't know what time everybody's got. It's really 7:20, but I know I don't come on this late, but this is very important. So please check your bank. Now the Silicon Valley just got bailed out. I just see the news on YouTube. And will there be bank runs? Are people, I think this will satisfy people that, the Fed will just, bail out the people and we'll be fine like 2008, and they'll bury their head in the sand. So just check. Again, Fifth Third, my buddy has an account at Bank of America. He checked. He's fine. He had some small credit unions, which I wouldn't worry about. So they are bailing this bank out, which will be a difference. So then I checked the price of gold. And the price of gold is right now it's 1880 on NASDAQ, up 1276. It was 1888, recently fell. So it started at 6 p.m. our time, which is probably 8 in the morning in London. So it's gone from 1870 to 1888 to 1879, and now it's going back up. Silver's at 2067. It was 2085, went down to 2067. This goes nickel and dime. Now I went on JM Bullion to find out what the hell the prices are. And okay, a tenth of an ounce is 251, which is pretty good. The quarter ounces are 584 up to 598, $600. That's about right. The half ounces are $1,000. Well, let's see. Half ounce gold, 1,089. Half ounce BU. Another half ounce American Gold Eagle is 1,100. One for 1,200. So they're about where they've been. I just bought mine for $10.95, and a 1 ouncer is going for $2,038 for the American Eagles. They're all $2,048, $2,058. Let's check the other. Let's check that. So gold ask right now is $18.91. Silver ask is $20.99. Let's see. Let's go into Let's go and let's take a look at my, let's go to the Cougarans. So Cougaran, oh, they even have gold kangaroos. They're adorable. So let's see. Oh, they actually have 1/10 of an ounce. All right, quarter ounce Cougaran, 610. That's good. So I think I paid way less than that. They have half ounces where I didn't buy. 1 ounce, 1969, 1989, 2009. Well, that's a BU. So just a regular's 1969. That's what I got. 1 ounce fine gold. And they have different years. Oh, I have a 79 and it's 2012. Okay. So they're about 2000s for these. And then we'll get to, so that's the Cougaran. So what I'm looking for is how much is this affecting, but I don't see it now. Let's go to Maple Leafs for our Canadian family. A. And let's see. So they actually have 1/10 of an ounce maples, but I don't have that. I just have the 1 ouncers. So the 1 ouncer is 1969 for a 1 ounce. These are 2023, which I don't give a shit about. 2022, 1 ounce cold maple leaf. About 1979, 1996 for 1 ounce, not BU, regular. Yeah, so they're 2000 an ounce too. And I think that's all there. I got the Philharmonic. Yeah, let's check the Philharmonic. Those are cool. Okay, here's a Philharmonic. I'm on site, so if you're chatting with me, I'll get to you in a second. So there's quarter ounce Philhars, 10 ounce, 10, but you just don't see them here. Half ounce. All right, a full ounce any year, 1969. So that's a good price. More than I paid. 2023 is also 1969. So now let's go back. Let's see what silver's doing. Although it's 2099, I'm sure it's not doing much. Oh, actually, there's a silver tab. All right, silver eagles. And the regular bullion, I'll just look for bars. All right. I would guess it's 35. American Silver Eagles. Huh. As low as in stock, but no price. Let's see if we get a price down here. Yeah, $35. 35 for the Eagles. Let's check the bullion out. So you can see how consistent. My guy has it at 35. Here it's 35. Maple Leaf. There's a Egyptian one. That's kind of cool. So Canada has some commemorative coins, but we're not going to get into those. All silver coins. Ooh, there's a Batman, Superman one. I'd have to buy that if I can find it. Let's see. So a 1 ounce silver, 29.87, which is good. We're buying those, I think, for 25. Some for 30, so 29 and 30. And let's see. British, does anybody have British silver? I don't know. Australian silver, we don't. It's a kangaroo, but not like ours. Philharmonic, we don't have. There's one with a fish. Solomon Island has a whale coming out of it. Pretty cool. All right, so what I'm looking for is like a silver bar. I might have to go back because I want our like the coins we've been buying. Disney silver coins, Pinocchio. There you go. Here's Cougaran. Just for you, Bobby. 1 ounce silver, Cougaran. Even Ukrainian has silver coins. Look at them. Cougarans, 1 ounce. Fuck me. 2017 1 ounce Cougaran, $115. Okay, and then the 2019 is 39, and a 1 ounce 51. You're doing good, Bobby, with the 1 ounce Cougaran. Well, this is uncirculated. Let's see if we have just a regular proofs. Elephants, a leopard one. The South Africans really get into it. So we just want a regular one. We're getting everything brilliantly uncirculated. Here's a random year, $27. Okay. And let's go to the bars, which will be the bullion that we buy, right? I buy the whatever the fuck I buy, the buffaloes. Here's a silver round. Okay, silver rounds. This is what normally is like 24, 25 at the store, and it is you have a year of the rabbit. Okay, I get that. It's lucky. So a silver round at 25.15. Right where they've been, 26. So they haven't moved. So that's our look at the silver. So no price movement in gold and silver at this time. So we have to see. Here you have this black swan event. The bank has trouble. The bank is not supposed to be bailed out, but they don't want to panic everybody because they know they're all gone if they do. The dollar's gone. So they mysteriously bail them out. Okay, so at noon they're not bailing them out. At 8 o'clock they're bailing them out. So that'll calm the people. They won't have the bank runs. They won't have that. But they were worried about bank runs. But I think it was just this one bank. And then it's a matter of, because it was a leftist woke bank for Silicon Valley that was paying into the Democrats, they bailed them out. They went under because they're a bunch of idiots, but they did bail them out. So from that standpoint, be very leery. So, oh, it can happen here, can it? Well, here's this bank, a big bank, Silicon Valley Bank. Again, it's not a normal bank. It's got a lot of crypto and a lot of investment type of like new investment type of clients. It's not me and you and people that are working that are putting their money in. That's Chase and Comerica and Wells Fargo. But this is the other bank. This is the bank of startups and cryptos, and a lot of cryptos were in it. So they showed the biggest 10, customers. I never heard of any of them. So I think there are a lot of crypto types. So with that said, I would still go on, check your balance now. And then in the morning, I would check the balance that the money's there. I don't have any money in it except for what I just got in Social Security. So I got about 2,500 in it. So I'm not worried about what am I going to take out? I need to pay rent, and I just paid my one credit card. So I don't have anything there. The only thing would be paying rent, which is like $1,550. That's why I got it there. So that would be my point. Otherwise, my normal bills should be taken. I just paid a credit card. So from that standpoint, I don't know. But if Wells Fargo happened to go and I could eliminate that credit card, I wouldn't be crying. But anyway, this is a reason why. Can it happen? You're damn right it can happen. Should I get my money out? You're damn right you should get your money out. So you have two options. You get your money out, put it in your safe, and therefore you can't lose it. Or you get your money out and you put some of it in gold and silver, some of it in your safe. And then this doesn't bother you, right? It didn't bother me. I knew I got nothing there. I got my money in my safe. The only problem is the things hitting the account, the Social Security, the bills, the rent that hit it. My debit card is in it. So if I'm in Europe, then what do I do, right? So when I go to Europe, I'm going to bring a gold ounce in my wallet and just keep it for safekeeping. That I'll be okay. Plus, I'll make sure I give Jenna one just in case I can't get out. Sorry, Jenna, I need to take it back. And I know I'd be an Indian giver, but hopefully that wouldn't happen. But just be careful. So now you have a very good, idea that this is very capable of happening. This probably will happen. They're going to cover it up as best they can because they know they're fucked. They know that you're going to be fucked. You are not going to have, you're just going to lose your money. Right now, if you have gold, you can't. Like that movie. I lost 60 grand if he had it in gold. If he would have invested in gold instead of in the safe mutual fund that has zero risk, he's going to make 8 to 10%. Oops. Well, yeah, that's what it was supposed to be, but the firm fucked up. I mean, that's the problem. Do you want to rely on other people? No. You want to rely on yourself. I try to give you enough ammunition that you understand it yourself. And you go, professor told me, it makes sense. He's doing it. He shows me his gold and silver. He's verified everything with explanation, so I can feel pretty comfortable. I can't lose. If you got your money in gold and you need money, you go back to the coin store and he more than happily gives you money. Hey, Nick. Well, look at the title. That's what I want to warn everybody about. Check your bank account, all right? Check your bank. I couldn't get into my bank on the app. I did go on my, fifththird.com on the internet, not on the app. I was able to get in, and I'm fine. My balance is there. I'm hearing some people cannot get into their banks, and be very careful on Monday. This is the Monday event they were talking about, where Friday it blows up, and then Monday you wake up, you got nothing in your bank. So this is to prepare everybody to look at your bank now, to then tomorrow you're going to call your bank, you're going to look at the balance, and then the key is, are you going to be able to get money out of the account, or are they going to freeze you and say, sorry, Nick, you can't get anything out. So you got 20 grand in the bank. You don't want to lose it. I'm not sure you do, but I'm just saying I got 500 in the bank. It's all in gold and silver. So if you have that problem, then you understand that that's what they did. Now they just announced they're going to bail out this Silicon Valley Bank after they said they weren't going to bail it out. So earlier in the day they weren't bailing out. Now they are. That way people won't get scared that if I have money in Chase or Wells Fargo and this happens, oops, I don't have money in it. Because we all know bankers are freaking morons who do things because they say, well, we don't care. We're going to get bailed out. I mean, it's the most crooked thing I've ever seen. So if we all bet, football games and they lose, oh, well, bail us out then. Yeah, I lost 10 grand. Give me the money back. I mean, wouldn't that be nice? Although I don't think it'd be as fun betting football if you lost, you got paid back. There was a Twilight episode where the guy was like the best pool player and he couldn't lose, and it was like, oh, this isn't even worth playing. I know I'm going to win. So you need that little juice. So please be careful. Check your banks right now. The ones in trouble I thought were Bank of America, Wells Fargo, but my buddy who has Bank of America says he's fine. So he shows the money. Now, what's going to happen Monday morning? Are we still going to see the money or are we not going to see it? So, by 9 o'clock, you should be checking your bank balance and you should be checking your bank balance. And then if you need money, go to the bank. Fortunately, if I want to go buy more silver and gold, I'll just use my debit card and credit card to buy it, or my money in my safe. But this is why I keep money in my safe. So if everything happened, I'd pull the money out of my safe and go from there. And then I'd wonder how I'm going to get my Social Security if my bank runs. I'd have to I can't open up a new bank account. I guess I'd have to have a check mailed. And then where do I go with, right? This is the problem. So I go to checks, but where I need a bank to cash. This is why they can't do digital dollars. How would you get your Social Security? It's going to go into what happens if the digital thing goes down or gets corrupted or the Russians invade and do a cyber attack. Not only can't you get your money out, but you can't get the new money in. You can't pay your bills. This is why you must keep paper. So I was watching something today after our talk, and they basically said that you have to have paper. You can't have just digital. Now it could be digital paper. Now that would be okay, but everything else there. Okay, good, Nick. You can sleep now. And again, I don't have a lot of money, but I don't know how much Bobby has. But you need to be very. I mean, this is very, very real. As you see, this is how the fuck could Silicon Valley Bank, and a lot of it, I imagine, was because they had it in real estate investment trust. Amazingly enough, interest rates go up, people default, and now they can't. They're not getting the money in to pay out. That's what happens, right? It's all a Ponzi scheme, like Madoff. So you need money in to pay out, right? And if you don't get money in, you can't pay out. That's the Ponzi scheme. That's what a bank is. They need the money in. So if me and Nick go to the bank to get our money, it's not there. Now they have some in the safe. However, a bank run, the first 20,000 people get the money and then everybody else is fucked. Wondering if we will see the market take a tumble tomorrow. Well, let's see. Gold is up, as I said. Let's see what the market's doing. Sometimes it gives a pre-market, sometimes it doesn't. Global, this is 2 days ago. We need something more current. Yeah, see, 2 days ago. February 26th. Yeah. Well, it's been sinking because of the recession. You add this. I can't tell right now. There's a real time. I can't tell, Nick. Normally it gives me what it's at. So because it's closed here, maybe we can look at international markets. I would think they're getting crushed. I think this is the black swan that I've been talking about. That's going to crush everything. So you need to buy your gold and silver as soon as you can. A, while you have the money, and B, why there's gold and silver left. Because I got a feeling this woke up a lot of people, and this is what they didn't want to happen. They didn't want to wake up a bunch of people who don't trust the banks. Because if you don't trust the banks, what do you do with your money? Here come gold and silver, and then maybe you go into the stock market if you're real, if you just don't have a clue. Maybe you go to a mutual fund or an annuity or something. But if you don't trust the banks, this is why they won't kill the banks with the central bank digital currency. You need the banks. You always need the banks to do your transactions, to do your debit card. You can't just ignore it. You can come out, this money goes away, you're going to come out with new money, but that's it. So be careful with that. Otherwise, that's all. I just wanted to tell you about that. I will go and look at the basketball bracket to see what happens. I know Alabama won big, and I don't know if Purdue won. I didn't see the end. I think Purdue was winning by 2 or 4 or 6. And then Houston actually lost. I was surprised. So keep your eye on Memphis. Again, I am right now just a baby in this. So don't bet on me right now, but we will look at our football analysis for this. But again, all I know is UCLA guys got injured and Arizona won. That's it. Houston looks like a good team. Maybe Memphis has their number. Marquette looked really strong against Xavier. And then I get to they look good against Xavier. How are they going to look against other teams? And that's what you're trying to do, is get the matchup. That's why we go with the good defensive teams, because it doesn't matter who they play. They're going to be strong defensively. So anyway, we'll start looking at that tomorrow. Anyway, be safe and watch the, I think your bank will be okay. I certainly hope so. So anyway, be very careful. Check your balances now, but call your bank tomorrow and then ask them, if I wanted to take some money out, is there a limit? Just see. I'm not interested in that, so I got most of my money in the safe. So I'm not worried about, can I get my money out? Although, what would happen if you can't get your money out? Is it going to go to zero? I mean, will I still have $2,500 to cover rent, or will that go away? That's what I'm more concerned about. My rent's not till the 2nd, so I got a long time with that. So I need to know, do I start pulling out $1,700 when I get my check and then put it back in on the 1st, or is it going to be okay? So stuff like that. Anyway, be very careful. Shit is hitting the fan. My foot's still swollen. It's getting a little bit better, but not, I thought I'd have to limp to the bank to check my balance, but I don't know. It's funny, the app's out, but the website's okay. So I don't know why that works, but I had that before where the app went out, the website was okay. So I see they're planning on an outage, like a big electrical outage is planned at some point. We might run into that. I don't know. Now, my girlfriend in the Ukraine has an outage every day. She only has light and electricity for 4 or 5 hours a day, and then it goes dark. So, we got to see there. I hear there's a bunch of demonstrations in Europe, in Spain, where I want to go, in France. They're all getting pissed off about what's happening. So I don't know. I still plan on going to Spain, I guess. I could always go back to Lisbon or Amsterdam. It's always a good place, but I don't know. We'll have to see what to do with that. But anyway, that's what's happening. All right, I just wanted to inform you, doing my professor job. www.teaserking.com, and have a good night. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and be safe. I hope nobody loses any money. Please check it. Please call in the morning, verify it, see if you need some money out, can you get it? See if there's a limit. They might limit it to $5,000. I don't know, but be very careful. Anyway, it's all bullshit. This bailout's a joke. If you gamble and lose, you lose. You don't. Oh, well, let's give them the money back. So this is, again, who do you think is paying for this? It's tax dollars. They're printing money. They just created more inflation. So your value dropped more in wealth because they bailed these guys out. So keep that in mind. When they do these bailouts, it's me and you paying it, right? It's them taking the tax money or printing it. Either way, it's us, and then they're doing it. So we're getting fucked because they're printing the money, which means it has less value. They printed more. If they have more, the value is less. I mean, at the end of the Germans in 28, 29, 30, and they got the wheelbarrows full, they printed like 1 billion Deutschmarks a day, and the value kept dropping. So that's your point. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a good day. All right. Be safe.